On October 9th, 2020, Jennifer Faith and her husband Jamie stepped out of their home to walk their dog as they did every morning. Shortly after leaving, an unknown male approached the couple and shot Jamie 8 times. A nearby camera was able to pick up sound from the attack. After the attacker killed Jamie, he grabbed Jennifer, secured her hands and feet with duct tape, and then left the scene. A witness called the police, and Jennifer was brought in for an interview.
And then I turned around and I just saw this person shoot and shoot. I couldn't believe, I didn't know. Why? That's all I remember are the shots.
And several shots?
Well, a lot of shots. 5, 6 maybe, I feel like. Mm-hmm. And he just kept going, and like, what is stopping? The birds turned and like just dark eyes and coming toward me, and so I yelled no, and I had the dog, and I started to run, and he tackled me to the ground, and I stopped, ran, and he was hitting my face, and kept trying to turn me over, and he hit my side and back and hitting, and then tried to turn me over, and he was grabbing my arms and trying to take my rings, and then all of a sudden I saw a flash of it was silver, the gun was silver. Mm-hmm. And then he pulled out a roll of duct tape.
From his pants, or?
I think it had to have been, I think, or I don't know. He just had it. And he tied my tape in my hands. So, and then I don't know what happened. I remember screaming.
So as soon as you started screaming, so he just got up and went away? Did he do it?
No, I was screaming the whole time. He was like trying to attack me the whole time I was screaming. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what happened that he went away. I don't know. He taped my hands, mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden he was just gone.
Did you see what he had on?
So I remember a bright blue, like brighter than that color, surgical mask. Mm-hmm. He's my best friend, and such a good relationship and marriage, and we traveled together, we had all these plans. We have a cruise booked into 2022. We just booked it with our best friends.
Jennifer was told to go home while the police investigated her husband's murder. While she waited, Jennifer was interviewed by the local news, and she begged the public for help in finding her husband's killer. She also made sure to promote her GoFundMe, which raised almost $100,000.
It's been horrible, devastating. I teeter between completely heartbroken and completely devastated every day. If you know what happened, I need that for closure. I need to make some sense out of this.
The witness who called police was able to take a picture of the killer's truck, but the license plate had been removed. What stood out was a white letter T on the rear driver's side window. With little else to go on, the detective decided to go through Jennifer's phone. At first, nothing unusual appeared, but as he dug deeper, he found an old message Jennifer sent to a friend. In this message, she claims to have been emotionally cheating on her husband with a man by the name of Darren Lopez. Darren was ex-military who had served 6 tours in Iraq. He had suffered a traumatic brain injury on his final tour, which resulted in him being medically discharged from the Army. DMV records showed that Darren owned the exact same truck the killer drove away in, so the detectives used a drone to scan Darren's property. The drone was able to locate the black truck, which had the same white T on the rear driver's side window. The investigators obtained a search warrant for the home, and inside, they found the blue mask and the murder weapon Darren used to kill Jamie. Darren was arrested and brought in for interrogation, but he immediately asked for a lawyer. He was then booked on first-degree murder and sent to the county jail. Now that he had more information about the case, the detective decided to bring Jennifer back in for another interrogation.
you know, I'm gonna tell you, Jennifer, we're gonna get real deep today, okay?
Okay.
So I want to make sure that, you know, I don't want you to take offense to something I say because, hey, that's where we gotta go,
No,
okay?
I understand.
So you and James, y'all walk out the house. You and James, y'all walk out the house, all right? Did you say anything to him? What were your last words to him?
The only thing I can remember, and I know I shared this with you before, is we goofed around in the morning. We had that kind of fun relationship. So I just remember messing around with him in the bathroom. He was trying to brush his teeth and I was smacking his butt and just playful. And I just remember him saying, "Oh, so that's how it's going to be today." And I'm like, "Yep."
Okay.
Yeah, so what was happening was Jamie was walking backwards and he kept going forward.
So I'm James.
Yeah.
I'm walking. So go
Back
ahead.
further.
Okay.
Right there. And
So-
he was just this way.
It's shooting.
Walking, not running, walking toward him.
Okay.
And I was just watching, my eyes were on Jamie. I was just watching the fire shot, like the gunfire. Yeah.
After he shot Jay, what happened?
He turned around and looked at me, and just that look, and I knew for sure he was coming after me. And so I said no. And I turned around, and I had Maggie, and I turned around and I tried to run up the driveway because I was in my head. I was thinking if I can get through my back gate. And he tackled me and just started punching. I saw a flash of the gun, and it flashed through my head that
What color was the gun?
silver.
Okay.
And it flashed through my head that he was going to hit me with a gun. I thought he was going to hit me with a gun. And he just didn't. He kept pulling at my fingers, and I kept rolling over, and then he was hitting the side of my face, and he'd roll me back, pull my shoulder, roll me back over, hitting, trying to take my rings. And then all of a sudden, like duct tape, and he taped my wrists together, and then I don't know what happened, but he just stopped, and he went to the truck.
You and your relationship. I know we spoke about your relationship before. All right. You described your relationship as you guys being the best of friends.
Oh, yeah.
All right. You guys were, as far as like your relationship.
Still very much in love, so yeah.
Never any signs of unfaithfulness in your relationship.
No.
What about yourself?
I've always been faithful.
So, and that's what I'm saying. We want to make sure, Jennifer.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's nothing. I mean, if there were anything, I mean, that's where we can, you know, hey, I need to know. You know what I mean?
I know.
Because these things you think about, you just walking outside your house.
Right.
Right. Somebody comes and kills your husband.
Right.
You know.
I've thought about that too. That maybe it was somebody associated with me.
Yeah. And as far as like you haven't had any kind of sexual relationships, any dating anybody over the phone, anything.
No.
Okay. And so
I have male friends, but they're friends.
Okay.
Male coworkers that I'm close to, but they're.
The investigators were able to look into Darren's phone, and they found close to 24,000 text messages between Darren and Jennifer that were sent in a span of only a few months. Jennifer went to great lengths to hide these messages, but Darren wasn't as careful.
Have you ever heard of a name? Is it Darren?
Darren Lopez. Yeah.
Who is Darren?
He's one of my best friends. We dated in high school, and he doesn't know Jamie. I haven't seen him, and I mean, we talk on the phone every day at this point, but we dated in high school, and then we dated like 3 years into college.
Okay, so how long, so when did you meet Darren?
1986. I know the last time I saw him was August of 93.
August of 93?
Yeah. Since that time, he and I reconnected this last year. He contacted me and said that, just, how you find people on social media. And
so Jamie was still alive?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Before COVID, so I want to say maybe January, February. He
he's going through a messy divorce right now. So that's why we've been talking a lot.
Okay. When did you guys start actually just communicating a lot?
Pretty much right away. But I haven't physically seen him either.
Right. So as far as like the conversations that you guys had, what type of conversation? Because you think, and I want to make sure, Jennifer, and this is where I want to make sure that me and you are on the same page.
Are you suspecting him of something?
Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. And I want to make sure that we're on the same page, Jennifer. And I'm gonna tell you, because love will make you do some crazy things. You hear me?
Yeah.
Love will make you do some crazy things. Before Jamie died, as far as like the relationship that you and Darren had, right? How was that? How was it? Was it strictly on a friendship level, or was there any kind of talk, intimate talk, or anything like that?
It wasn't intimate talk. I mean, definitely Darren and I had said, oh gosh, these are rekindling old feelings. And Jamie and I had a conversation about that too. And Jamie was, kind of like, this is really different for us. This is new. And so, that's just not me. That's not my MO. It's not anything I wouldn't want to hurt Jamie in any way, shape, or form. And those are feelings from the past.
The detective decides it's time to confront Jennifer. He explains that not only was she hiding information from the police, but she was also involved in her husband's murder.
And me personally, in my heart, I believe that you knew what happened that day. I really do. Jennifer, you said that there was no connection. I asked you earlier if you were having an affair or were cheating on Darren.
On Darren, no.
Not Darren, I'm sorry, but on Jamie, right? You told Tina that he has a 5-year plan on how y'all are going to be together. So, go ahead.
Yes, at the beginning, and that's what I told you, the emotions were very strong. And that's what he had said initially, is that once Hope, his youngest daughter, had graduated high school, maybe we could figure something out that made sense for all of us, that kind of thing. But I put a stop to it.
All right. So between October 9th and November 25th, you guys had communicated over 24,000 times, and 13,644 times were text messages. That's a lot of times for somebody who's just been friends. And then let me tell you.
Well, and I said that he's one of my best friends, and I'm helping him with his kids and stuff right now too.
Jennifer, you can call it what you want, but you're a married woman. You hear me? Ain't no way in the world that I'm gonna talk to some other woman that many times throughout the day. Not only that, Darren has a Nissan Titan pickup truck. Okay, we've been all the time. This whole time we've been thinking that it was a Texas Ranger sticker.
Yeah, what is it?
But just like I know, where is Darren from?
Tennessee.
Right.
It's a Tennessee sticker?
This whole time.
Is it the same color?
Same black, same everything. I'm feeling like you tried to play me.
I'm not.
Yes, I did. And that's the way I feel. I feel like you tried to play me, that you're trying to play me. And this whole time, you knew, because I have proof right now that Darren was actually out there at your residence during that day.
How?
Even your Ring camera, when I asked you, what did you say? When we saw that guy on your camera at 2:38 that morning.
Yeah.
Who did you tell me that was?
The guy across, I told you later, after the guy across the street said that it was somebody who lived behind us.
No, that was Darren. And I believe that you knew that.
I don't know that. It doesn't even look familiar.
Jennifer, I'm gonna tell you even better.
How do you know for a fact it was him?
I have proof to know that he was there. We sat and we told the world. We told everybody.
I know.
We sat in front of his parents. We told them.
Because I wanted to
but
find
the same guy that killed your husband, Jennifer, is the same guy that you're communicating with every day. You had over 24,000 text messages and calls. 24,000.
I don't work. He's retired. We talk throughout the day.
Jennifer, besides the point, this guy killed your husband.
How do you know that?
Because I have proof. And guess what? Darren right now is currently in jail, locked up for murder right now.
Oh my God.
So my main thing is right now, what is he gonna tell me? Okay, why would he kill this guy?
I don't know.
I even read
it
in the
doesn't
text
even
message.
make sense. We
Listen
haven't
to me,
even
Jennifer.
seen each other.
I have proof there's a possibility that he came down there, that you guys did see each other.
We've
when
never
you went to
seen each other.
at the memorial. It's a possibility to have the information that he came to the memorial.
Oh my God, no, you're so wrong.
Okay.
You're so wrong.
But I'm gonna tell you like this, Jennifer. I know that Darren committed this offense. I know that Darren killed your husband. He told you we have a 5-year plan. He said we have a 5-year plan on you guys being together. And then the thing about
that was at the very beginning when he was expressing that he still had loved me, all of that stuff, and we were like caught up in old emotions, but I put the brakes on it.
But you didn't put the brakes on it because you're still talking to this guy. How could you talk to somebody that you know that killed your husband?
I didn't know he killed my husband. I still don't know that he killed my husband. I wouldn't do that. Why would I do that?
And that's the question I have for you.
Because
think about it. If you
Jamie and I were so in love. Ask anybody about our relationship.
Trust me, I did. If you know, my main thing is, this guy, he works every day, right? He worked every day. He provided. He took your daughter in.
Yeah.
As his own. Gave her his last name.
Yeah.
What do anybody have against Jamie? Why do anybody want to kill him? My biggest thing is, if you were so in love with Darren, just dump the guy.
I wasn't.
Just tell him, hey, it's over.
I was in love with my husband.
Jeff, a lot of the things
he has never said that he was jealous of Jamie.
He said in a text message that he was jealous of Jamie and always figured you to be his woman.
He's never said. Show me, because he's never said that.
Okay.
And if you're so convinced, why even bother listening to me about all these other people who I thought might have something to do with it? Do you know how much I've been racking my brain? If you knew this all along.
I know Darren killed your husband.
I just can't even wrap my brain around that.
I know. To where I can even put him on the street during the same times. Same. You gotta understand. There was so much groundwork, so many resources utilized in this investigation. Where I can tell you from the day he left to the day he came back came to Dallas, where he stopped at, to even going back to his residence in Tennessee.
It just doesn't make sense.
And Jennifer, this is another thing too. You knew what kind of vehicle Darren had because you even researched a different type of vehicle for him. Because you got to think about it.
I did.
Jennifer, you got to think about this. When you first gave me consent for your cell phone when we were in the hospital.
Yeah.
Okay. The thing that I'm having a hard time to believe is that everything on Darren's phone, the text messages, the calls. Oh, I told you over 24,000 times.
Right.
It wasn't consistent with your phone. So that led me to believe that you deleted a lot of the text messages that were inside that phone.
So
the communication that you had.
But I've deleted a lot of people's text messages. I even deleted Jamie's text messages because my phone kept freezing.
But you got to think about it. If you guys are talking every day, texting every day, if you are telling me, and based on the proof and evidence that I have, saying that, hey, I'm communicating with this individual every day. We're talking about the guy who you said, and you told Tina, he has a 5-year plan on how we're going to be together. I have text messages between you and Darren talking about the intimacy level on how he's going to hold you, how y'all going to get physical. I have those things. These are recent.
But why would that constitute killing my husband?
Because, and that's what I'm here to say. Like I told you before, why not just tell him, hey, I don't want to be with you no more, Jamie?
And I've been married twice before. Divorce is not out of the realm of my possibility.
So, but why kill Jamie?
Why kill him? Exactly. I don't understand that.
Was it Darren's the one going through the struggle? Darren right now, Darren has a debt and Darren's behind on his bill. Water not even on. I know a lot about
His
Darren.
water's not on?
I'm just telling you right now. There's a lot of things right now that Darren has going on with himself, but I know wasn't about the money. I know about the MetLife insurance policy. I know about the other insurance policy.
Yeah,
my main thing is you even have a GoFundMe, all right? That over $70,000. Okay?
Yeah, that's what I'm living off of.
So my main thing is, why not just tell Jamie, hey, I don't want to be with you no more. But me, the way it's looking, because
The life insurance policy is a drop in the bucket compared to what Jamie made every year. That's like,
okay.
if you're thinking that's a motive, you're barking up the wrong tree.
But I'm just saying, so what is the motive?
There isn't one. Not on my end.
Why kill the guy? Why, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
When you just say, hey, easily dump him. Because we know that Darren's in a financial bind right now. So that, I mean, this is your high school sweetheart. Jennifer, this is your high school sweetheart. This is the guy that you dated in high school. This is the guy you dated in college.
And I broke it off with him.
And this is the guy that you told Tina that you guys were planning on getting married. But guess what? He ended up leaving off.
I'm out.
You see what I'm saying?
I need
We were talking. Okay.
Interview's done.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. We'll walk you out. Give me 1 second, okay?
Where's my phone?
She's at her phone.
Jennifer was arrested and charged with tampering with evidence for deleting the text messages off her phone. The investigators then looked into her computer, and they found hundreds of emails between her and Darren. These emails were the final piece of the puzzle, and they showed investigators what really happened. Jennifer was aware of two things. Her husband had a $600,000 life insurance policy, and Darren had brain damage and PTSD from his tours in Iraq. Jennifer would email Darren telling him that her husband was emotionally and physically abusive towards her. She claimed that she was in fear for her life every day, but she was too scared to leave him. She gave Darren her credit cards and paid all of his bills, using her husband's money. Darren had spent most of his life in the military, but now he had a new goal. He believed he had to protect Jennifer from her abusive husband. The night before he took Jamie's life, he hid in their backyard, just as he had done in Iraq. When Jennifer and her husband went for their morning walk, he followed them and then shot and killed Jamie. With this new evidence, they were able to charge Jennifer with murder for hire. The detectives then went to the county jail and told Darren the truth. They explained that Jennifer was never in any danger, and she manipulated him into murdering her husband. As soon as Darren realized that he had been lied to, he told the detectives everything.
Somewhere during that period of time, Jennifer has told you that her husband is abusing her. Because y'all immediately start talking about it. You reference it in an email I could show you, but you say, I know you're going through a horrible time. Don't let him, you're being brave through all this. Right. So it's very, very clear that she has told you something about what her husband is doing. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Can you tell us how that started and what did she say?
Yes, I guess it was probably like 3 weeks, like you said, about 3 weeks afterwards. Basically, like I said, we always just text message with each other.
Okay.
And then it was one night I received a text message, and okay, this is going to be confusing for me because, up until 3 weeks ago, I had no idea she had been lying to me. So basically, from my understanding was that Jamie took her phone and started texting me.
Right.
And it was at night where he told me that he had her tied up in the closet, and he was going to do different things with her. So that's how it started.
All right, let me stop you there. So
yes.
That text message you're talking about, was that from Jennifer's phone
yes.
or from another phone that you didn't
No,
recognize?
it was always from Jennifer's phone. Basically, she had told me that he would take her phone.
Okay.
He would take her phone, and he would start text messaging from her phone all these things he was doing to her. I never told her about how, I didn't sleep for like the weekend. I literally got physically sick. I'd be throwing up.
Because you believe she was being abused?
Yeah, because during the stuff he was doing to her, I don't know if you've seen those text messages, but like the first time, Jamie was pimping Jennifer out through Craigslist. And
where?
Here in Dallas.
They send you those links? Like, where you...
No, I didn't get any of those. I was asking, but I never got any of that stuff. She had said that he had created a Craigslist account, basically with the stuff. And then prior to going to Vegas, he had told her that, hey, he set some stuff up through Craigslist in Vegas. So I was in, well, what the, she told me, it's like, it was early in the, because usually a lot of times, text message about abuse from Jamie and stuff wouldn't happen until like about after 10 or 11 o'clock at night. It'd be late at night. To me, she said that it was getting worse. She didn't know how to get out of the situation, and that she was going to, she asked for my help, and
by help, you mean the rescue mission?
right, well, yeah. By help, she said, I need ways to, how can I kill Jamie?
When did she say that? It's over the phone or
Yes,
through text?
no, over the phone. She did this, we did this all through voice.
Tell us about that last call where you're coming on October 9th. It's going to happen finally.
I'd never had a date set up. We had talked about, like I said, with the stuff, and so then I said, well, I came up with a couple, plans. Like I said, how do you do an ambush, And then it's like, where is he always? Because they weren't working at the time, so he was never leaving. That they were never leaving the house and stuff like that. So the only time that he was basically leaving the house was with her was to walk they would always walk Maggie in the morning time frame. And they always took the same route and stuff like that. When I brought it up, it's like, well, the best thing to, if I ever did a rescue mission, it's like, I would need to know where it is and stuff like that. And then, so.
Like, did she know it would take place as they're walking the dog?
Yes.
Did she know that you would come upon her, push her down, and duct tape her hands?
No.
She didn't know any of that?
No.
Did she know on October 9th, 2020, when she walked out that door with her husband to walk the dog, that he would not be coming back?
I would have to assume yes. Like I said, me leaving Thursday saying, hey, I'm going to Greg's house. I'll talk to you on Friday.
That was the code for you.
That I was going to be there.
So you hear them come out, start walking south on Waverly, and tell us what happened.
I had just made the decision that basically it was a rescue mission. It was a military, an extremist rescue mission, basically where the target had to be, to save the hostage, the target had to be eliminated. So that's all I did. He came back in, I came out from the backyard, I got him in my sights, and I started opening fire.
What did he say?
Nothing. I've had men die in my arms before. The human body can take a lot. So if you're looking at why I shot him so many times is because I didn't want him to suffer.
What I want you to know, I appreciate you being here today, but that's a totally innocent man.
I know.
Totally innocent.
Now I know that.
In the end, Darren was sentenced to 60 years in prison for killing a man he believed was abusing Jennifer and selling her body on Craigslist. Jennifer received life in prison without the possibility of parole for her part in the crime. What are your thoughts on this case? Should Darren have received more or less time? Please share your thoughts in the comments below.